Hey there, it's Jenny McGarvey, and I am here today to share with you my first ever junk journal layout. I have been eyeing these for quite a few months on social media, and I've really wanted to create one. And so I decided that, you know what? I was going to give it a start. I had a Archer and Olive notebook that I'd only used like a few pages in the beginning. And so I decided, you know what, let's just jump in with both feet and create a junk journal. So I have a handful of supplies that I got from a cherry on top. This package of like ephemera, basically. It's got some vintage advertisements and book pages, and then it's also got like some textural elements, lace, fabric, things like that. Seriously, like for real vintage stuff. And it's awesome. I love it. I'm totally obsessed with it. And I will be tearing them up and adding them and all that stuff. So, yeah, I'm super excited about this. I really had a great time. The other part that I really enjoyed, which probably sounds kind of silly, but using a glue stick, which again, I know that probably sounds weird, but this whole practice felt very, very hands-on and like really creative and artistic. So I was way into that. So these little pieces right here, like the ones that I just had in my hand right there, they are basically vellum that have adhesive on the back of them. And I'm really excited about that too, because you don't even have to add adhesive. And so then like it looks like seamless on the page. It's pretty awesome. So then I pulled out this paper pad. It is from 49 Market, and the paper is like a really nice heavy weight, and it has a white core on the inside, which is also great. And so when you tear the edges, it has that nice torn look. And yeah, I'm very excited about that too. So, all in all, it is a very awesome pair with that ephemera package. Like they just go together very seamlessly. And again, I really am here for like the creativity angle of this, like the play, the enjoyment of this. Like I just want to layer things on top of each other. I just want to like stick things down. I don't want it to feel overly, I don't want to say designed, but like thought out ahead of time. Like I just want to stick things down where they feel really good and like on top of each other. I am going to use photos on this particular layout. However, I don't anticipate that always being the case. Like my goal is to like just use like a bunch of ephemera. I mean, obviously maybe sometimes stick a photo on there, but this isn't going to be like a scrapbook per se with photos, although really it will kind of be a scrapbook, but you get what I'm saying. So this one does have photos on it, but they will not all be like this. I already have so many plans. I'm really, really looking forward to it. So this pad is also way cool because it has a bunch of elements that you can just punch out. And so I like that for storage purposes because it feels very, very easy to keep track of as opposed to having like a package where you know how sometimes the edges tear and then things are falling out. Like this just all is very, very easy to keep, even if you put it in like an envelope of some sort. It's just really awesome. I like it a lot. There's a lot of really cool elements in it. So it's very fun. And again, the glue stick is really fun too, which again, I know sounds probably pretty strange, but after only using tape runners for years and years and years and years and years, the glue stick again just feels very, very hands-on and very creative. Like I just really feel like I'm thinking about all the things. So now we're going to flip to the second side because I have used or I've got everything down on the first side. And we're going to start with the other portion of that pattern paper, which also feels really cool. Like, oh, I'm using up all of the things and tearing the edges. Because again, I want it to feel like it is really organic and like I am just sticking the things down on the page, which as you can see, I am. Like I didn't come into this with any plan at all. Like I can't even tell you the last time that I did that. I mean, 25 years ago or something. I'm serious too. Like I just absolutely came into this. I'm just going to stick a whole bunch of stuff down and we're going to see how it goes. And so far, It's really fun. Like this is crazy fun. I actually am really thinking about like my next pages and what I'm going to do next because this is so enjoyable. I am looking at this, obviously, since it's called a junk journal, I'm looking at this as a creative practice, like just having an enjoyable time. And if it's documenting things I did or places I went or whatever, that's awesome. But it's just really all about the fun. So, yeah, that is where I am at with this junk journal. And so now I've got like the majority of the page down. So what I want to do is I want to take these rub-ons and I'm going to spell out Cortina, which is where we were. And so I'm just going to spell that out at the bottom. And I don't always anticipate using rub-ons or anything like that. Sometimes I'll use, just a wide variety of things, but this time this is what I'm going to use just because they really go well with the rest of the materials. I don't know if you've used these rub-ons, but they're great. They're so easy to use, and you can probably see from that little booklet, there's lots of each letter, so you can spell out so many different things. And this particular font that I chose, I just found it's really basic. It's easy to use with a wide variety of projects in that no matter what the style is, if it's really feminine or if it's more masculine or if it's just really neutral, these just go really well. And like I said, there's so many letters included. You can use these for so many different projects. So they're pretty awesome. And I like that you can cut out each individual letter. And so yeah, they're just super usable, and that feels really nice to have some cohesiveness from layout to layout with the same alphabet, like not obviously on every single layout, but on several of them, of course. I'm loving looking at this because the texture is incredible, like with those vintage pages. If you guys can think about like using, like rubbing your hands over a vintage book, but then you have that vellum and the photos, like it's just really like kind of a textural just it's so enjoyable to me. So I'm really looking forward to creating more pages like this. So I won't add any journaling to this because if we're being honest, I have other journals that I have documented this in. So like this is just fun. So now I will go ahead and add the date, and that will be it for this whole first ever junk journal layout. I hope you enjoyed this. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment box below, and I will do my very best to get back to you. Thank you so much, and make it a great day.